I chose to believe. I chose to believe. I chose to believe that life could be better, that life could truly be blissful. I chose to believe that maybe I can live life on my terms. Maybe I can wake up and do whatever I want to do, go wherever I want to go, experience anything I like to experience, and have the finances and the means to do it. I chose to believe that I could control my time, my finances, and my experiences. Even though everything around me said that, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to work this 9 to 5. You have to work at a job or be at a place that is less desirable, because that's what adulting is about. And it's not always about getting what you want, but tolerating what you have, appreciating what's in front of you, and being thankful for that. But to think bigger than where you're at, to think that your future could be brighter than your present, to be more harmonious and more prosperous for you, like to think that your life truly can be in HD. It doesn't have to be black and white, and you don't just have to accept what is, and like your best days are behind you because you just got to hold on. It doesn't get any better than this. Like I chose to believe that my life could be better. And it didn't matter what wasn't around me. It didn't matter if I didn't see examples of it. I chose to believe. And see, what happens is when you choose to believe in something, it's almost like everything around you, the people, the experiences, the resources, everything you need, it's almost like they come to your aid, and you have an ally, and there's a team supporting you and backing you in your endeavors because you became intentional. And your belief is the activator that starts to trigger that intentionality. And when you get intentional about something, it's you're locked in, you're focused. And you can only go after something. You can only achieve or get to a place that you're intentional about. Nobody would ever put blindfolders on and attempt to hit a target, and they spin you around 5 times and say, all right, go get him, Tiger. Nobody would ever get in the car and just say, all right, let's go. Well, where we going? Wherever we land is where we're at. And that's how most people live their life. When's the last time you got intentional about your life? Have you ever asked yourself this question? What if I could live life on my terms? What if I had the ability to wave this magic wand, and when I wave this magic wand, I will be able to do, and I will be exactly who I want to become. I'll be able to do exactly what I would like to do, and I'll be able to have everything I've ever desired to have when I wave this magic wand. If you could do such a thing, what would your life look like? What would it look like? Like, how would you spend your days? What would you do throughout your day? I want you to outline that. Where are you living now? Is it somewhere tropical? Is it warm? You in the country, another state? For what reasons did you move somewhere else? Where are you living? Like, what does your ideal house look like? What does it look like? What are you doing these days, too? Like, are you traveling more? You like to travel? Where would you travel to? Where would you travel to? Like, do you have any favorite places you would actually like to go? Where would you go? And when you get there, what are you going to do? How long are you going to stay at this place? How long are you going to stay here? This place you've been thinking about, saying, man, wouldn't it be great one day if I could? Wouldn't it be great? How long are you going to stay? There's no limit. You don't have to just go 2 weeks. It doesn't have to be 2 weeks once a year. No. If you want to stay 2 weeks at a time and then do it again a couple weeks later, you can do that too. How long are you staying? Right? What do your experiences look like? Do you have some type of love or affinity something that you're passionate about, maybe a hobby, a charity, something you enjoy doing, a cause that you want to support or give more of yourself to, so you can operate from your heart. You don't make decisions only from your wallet. Most people live life only making decisions from their wallet based on what they have or don't have. But what if you can make decisions from your heart, where money's no object? You don't even think about money, and you can operate truly from a place of authenticity. How would your life look like?
Nice.
How much would you give? Who would you give to? And see,
why not?
I would go to sleep every night, and I would think thoughts like this. I would ask myself these questions, and I allowed myself to believe that just maybe, just maybe, just maybe, even if it's not like 100% true, and if it doesn't come 100% fruition, like all these things I just said, like if that doesn't happen, like, but what if half of it comes to fruition?
Why not?
Would my life be significantly better? Of course it would. Would I feel more at ease and more in line with my authentic self? Of course I would. Well, how is that a bad thing? Well, it's not. Belief is like a seed, right? And you plant the seed. But in order for you to activate the seed, for the seed to start to grow, take root, you gotta water it. And you have to keep watering that seed.
So dope.
And the more that you water the seed, well, first off, the more intentional you become about it. The more consistent you become, the more consistent and intentional you become about anything, that serves as the activator for growth. And you'll start to realize that in order to get to where you want to grow to get to where you aspire to be, to do the things you aspire to do, to have the things you want to have, you're going to have to become. And becoming is part of your growth. So who do you need to become in order to achieve the things that you desire? And that may cause you to get certain skill sets. It may require you to get education. It may require you to learn something new. It's going to require you to look at the world through a different lens, to expand your perspective of what you know to be true, because your reality and what you deem as truth is based on a few factors. It's based on your environment and where you grew up. It's based on what you were taught from your home. And it's based on your experiences. What did you go through? So when you look at your environment and your experiences and what you were taught, it forms the lens that you see the world through. And that's your reality. But it stands to reason also that if you could expand your perspective in the way that you see the world, maybe the way you see the world does change. And maybe it does expand. And maybe your belief expands. And now maybe you start to believe that just maybe it's a possibility to live life on my terms. And that's what happens. And that's what happened to me. And I just chose to believe, and I kept believing. Before I knew it, good things started happening. I started to walk into my purpose. I started to walk in the ability to, now that I no longer think about money. Money's the furthest thing that I think about. I went from surviving and getting by and checking my account when I go to get food at a restaurant just to make sure I have it. Maybe on a date or with family. I remember early on, I just started my family. I remember going to Olive Garden and checking my bank account just to make sure I had the $40 or $50 in there. And what happens is you go from this place of survival, getting by, to a place where you're now thriving. And when you live from a place of abundance, you can think more clear. You're not operating from desperation, because when you're desperate, you don't make good decisions. You're not clear in mind. And I started to thrive versus survive. And when you're thriving, things change. When you live from a place of abundance, it attracts more abundance and prosperity in your life. And that's why they say the rich will continue to get richer. Because it's not really about money, it's about your essence. When you're clear of mind, when you're clear of spirit, you're emotionally clear, when you have proper alignment, it opens up and activates gifts and states of awareness within you that you can never attain without being clear. You're able to operate from a place where you can truly give and be the best version of yourself. Just imagine if you could show up with your best version. How would you be with your family? How would you be with your significant other? How would you be with your friends? Like, to really show up as your truest self is a gift for everyone that is in your orbit. It's a gift to everyone that surrounds you. You'll be able to love more. You'll be able to operate from a place of more love and more abundance and from a giving place. Like, to truly be your authentic self. Like, to be prosperous is a gift. It is something that you should aim and aspire to live from a place of abundance. To thrive is the ultimate goal.